So on a day like today, should be out here, right? Yeah, beautiful. But no, where is Matthew? Let's find out, shall we? And there he is.
Always.
So, what are we up to today?
Right, well, several things going on at the moment. This is a new set of forks that I've built up. You've probably seen some videos before with the SPS fork feet fitted. So that's a complete unit now. I'm just fitting the SPS remote hole shot device as well, which is the first time I've mounted one of these. So I'm taking my time and getting it all right. But the idea is that this system here, which mounts like a normal hole shot device, then has this, I don't know if you see that, this cable system, which obviously goes through there and locks into there, but that basically mounts on your handlebar and you press that, and that's what basically activates the hole shot device. So you still have to brake. I haven't quite worked out where I'm going to mount this yet, because you've got to sort of use the front brake to make the forks dive, and then at the same time hit this with your thumb to engage the hole shot device. So that's all going to be mounted soon, and then I'll take it out. That's the beauty of having a private test track. I'll take it out and just test it and see where it's best to mount this and how it all works.
But it does save you doing the stupid thing of trying to cock your leg round your front fork or whatever, or having someone run across the track to try and actually engage that.
That's the idea. Yeah. I mean, like Nick, he's got a bad knee, so he can't hook his knee round to actually activate the hole shot device. So that's why we're trying this with him. And I'm too short, so I can't get my foot around there. I'm always worried.
And it is hard, isn't it, for mechanics to get on the grid, do the hole shot device, and then get back off the grid on time.
Yeah, and it depends on like S1 GP. You're not allowed.
You're not even allowed on the grid.
So you have to do it yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
And then so that they're being mounted onto there. Now, one thing you should know about the SPS fork feet, they are like deeper in effect. So you have to get your forks shortened, because your forks are going to be about 15 millimeters longer than
the standard ones.
Than the standard one, yeah. So obviously get your cartridges shortened, or like I've done, I'm just going to drop them through the top a bit more.
Can we show where you're going to drop them through?
Yeah, well, I haven't actually
done it yet,
but we normally run on the second line. I'm going to have to drop down maybe another 10 mil to get the balance right. So the forks will come up through. But we've got enough room to play with there. And then, so that's Nick Cronin's bike, which I'm just doing that for. This is Loris's S1 bike. Now we've been working, again, I've seen a few videos of him training. He's training on this in the dirt, so we're setting this up for the dirt as well as road. This is the bike that broke the first gear in Poland, so I've had that back, rebuilt it. We've put a different piston and a different cam in. I haven't remapped it yet, but already he's saying it feels really good, fast bike. I need to improve the bottom end throttle response. It's a little bit too rich at the moment, so that's something I'll work on. But yeah, really happy with that. We've also got here, we've just fitted one of these radiator fans because of the heat out here at the moment. Obviously we're in Spain in August, so we just want everything we can to keep the bike cool. So that's something that kicks in. You can set the temperature when it kicks in. I'm yet to see, it works, but I'm yet to see if it actually has a cooling effect. So my next thing is I'm going to actually mount a button somewhere around here, I expect, where we can turn the fan on and off, and I want him to do a few laps with it on and a few laps with it off and actually see if it makes a difference. I think it will in the dirt section, because that's where the data shows me that's where they get hot.
So at the moment it's coming on automatically, and you're going to turn it on manually by using the switch?
Well, it'll always come on automatically, but this gives me the chance to turn it off completely. So
right, so like a kill switch.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then finally, Ryan Blackburn's bike. You might have seen some reels as well, but over here we've got a bench full of stuff from Hell Performance, who've sent us through this rather trick-looking thumb brake that mounts through the handlebar, and then that sits under, you know, your clutch is there, and your thumb operates the rear brake. They've done us a load of brake lines as well, and all the bits and pieces and spares that we need. So,
and all of the brake lines are made to measure.
Yeah, and obviously they, again, to our spec, what sort of I wanted some heat shield on it in certain places, and then you just used this heat shrink. You position it where you like, heat shrink it down, and then it's held in place. So you've got, like, that's heat resistant, and then this is just like the hard bit of plastic that goes down the swinging arm, so you can move the
stop it chafing and stuff like that. Yeah.
So
and the brackets and stuff.
Got all that to make and build up, and that's what holds the little reservoirs on, a little trick bit that you bend to shape. And I'll be putting that onto this bike, onto Ryan's bike, so that'll sit there somewhere. Again, I've got to move all these up and down to make some room, but eventually he'll have a thumb brake operating there. We're going to do away with his rear foot brake, so that will go, and he's just going to run a straight line through down to the rear brake. And we're waiting on some rear brake parts because we run a oversized rear disc, a 240mm disc, to give him enough power from the thumb brake so that he can still control the rear. The thing with what we find with the Supermoto is we're always trying to still be able to back a bike in with either the finger brake or the thumb brake. So you do need a lot of power there. It's not like in road racing where you're just tickling, you know, and controlling the bike, like wheelie control and stuff like that with the thumb brake. With our thumb brake Supermoto, we do want to be able to slide the bike into a corner still. So there's always a question mark of whether you can achieve that. But we've done that with the finger brake system, which Loris and Nick both run, and they're very happy with that. But Ryan wants to try it with a thumb brake because he fitted one to his mini bike and loved it. So now he wants to try it there. And that's a little sleeping dog.
There's a few actually. I've got a few heads in here. You can tell how hot it is because there's one there.
And I've got my safety
and there's
shoes
one
on
there.
As well.
Yeah.
I should point out, I go barefoot in the garage to connect to earth properly and ground myself. Nothing to do with it being mega hot. And yeah, that's what we're up to this week. Once we get the boys over, it's going to be in 2 weeks' time. We're going to be racing again at Gas 74.
It's something like the 5th to the 8th of September.
That's right, yeah. So when they will come out to that, that's when we'll have everything together and go racing.